This question says, so I'm in Florida. If I have it in a trust, speaking of money for purposes of the Medicaid look-back period, if I have it in a trust a couple of years and this occurs, you may be good, ? So let me kind of break that apart. Not all trusts work in Florida or any other state for Medicaid asset protection. 99% of estate planning trusts are a simple revocable living trust. Revocable trusts offer no outside asset protection from creditors and does not offer any asset protection from Medicaid, even if the assets have been put into the trust 5 years before you apply for Medicaid. In order for a trust to provide asset protection specifically for Medicaid, it must be a Medicaid asset protection irrevocable trust. It must have the correct language in that trust for your particular state's Medicaid requirements, and it needs to be in a way that the assets have been funded, not just the trust created, but the assets must have been titled in the name of or transferred to the trust 5 years or more from the time that you apply for benefits. So hopefully that clears up the assets in a trust. Depends on what kind of trust, and it depends on if the trust has the special Medicaid language. Only if all those come together do you have a Medicaid asset protection trust. The answer to the rest of your question, let's just say hypothetically you did have the right kind of trust and you did have it funded, but you haven't gone a full 5 years before something catastrophic happens and you need Medicaid. Well, in that case, the answer is the devil's in the details. It's an irrevocable trust, but our trusts have the ability to liquidate the trust if necessary in order to move the assets back to you, and then we can switch to a crisis plan that will still be effective, but will probably have a higher cost of doing business as far as administrative fees than if the trust had been sitting there for 5 full years. If your trust doesn't have that backdoor way to liquidate and make it go bye-bye, then you may be out of luck for the time frame up until the 5-year clock would have finally ran. So it depends on the attorney you have, the state you live in, and the quality of their work product. If you're in Florida and you have one of these trusts, I'll be glad to review it at no charge and give you my opinion on whether it's great or whether it is crap. Have a great day.